Hello everyone.
Hello.
Imagine a world without colors, without expression, without a single brushstroke or sculpted form. That's a word devoid of vital language, the language of arts. I am so grateful to Council of India Society, Mr. Digviraj Parmar, Sasi Devi ji, and Youth Wing for inviting me to speak on this Professional Appreciation Day. It's truly an honor to share my passion with you all. My name is Vasudha Tiwari. I am a visual artist. I strongly believe that art is not just aesthetic, but a powerful tool for mental and emotional well-being, especially for youth, and that my own journey reflects this. When words fail, art speaks. It offers a safe space for emotions that might otherwise feel overwhelming, allowing us to explore feelings like joy, sorrow, anger, or confusion without judgment. Beyond emotional release, art trains our minds. It's a workout for our brain, enhancing our ability to observe details, solve visual puzzles, and think creatively, skills invaluable in every aspect of life. There is a unique sense of accomplishment in creating something from nothing. For young people, this can be incredibly empowering, helping them build self-worth and discover who they are. In a world that constantly demands their attention, art offers young minds a much-needed pause. It's a form of active meditation, allowing them to focus, breathe, and simply be without the constant noise of external pressures. Instead of bottling up feelings or restoring to unhealthy outlets, art provides a constructive way to channel stress and frustration, helping young people develop healthier emotional regulation skills. When it comes to my own journey, when I look back at my journey, it's clear that art has always been a quiet, persistent thread weaving through my life, eventually becoming the vibrant tapestry it is today. I born in an educational, cultured family and brought up in a very academic environment of university campus. My father, Dr. Kedar Narayan Joshi, he is a retired professor and head from School of Studies School of Studies in Sanskrit from Vikram University, Ujjain, and my mother, Dr. Mrs. Vidya Joshi. She is a retired high school teacher. I brought up in university campus. Like many children, I was given the opportunity to explore various creative outlets during my school days. My parents, always supportive, encouraged me to learn Kathak dance and musical instruments like sitar and harmonium. While I appreciated those experiences, it wasn't until I picked up a paintbrush that something truly clicked. Painting started as a simple hobby, a quiet joy I pursued alongside my academic endeavors, eventually leading me to complete a master's degree in chemistry. Well, life, as it often does, brought new chapters. After my wedding, I found myself drawn more and more to the canvas. What begins as a pastime gradually blossomed into a profound passion. The hours I spent creating art become less about filling time and more about fulfilling a deep inner calling. This unexpected pull led me to a decision that I embarked on a second master's degree, this time in drawing and painting, where I was honored to achieve a top rank in the university. It is humbling to realize that somewhere along this path, without a grand declaration, I transitioned into a professional artist, exhibiting my work in both solo and group shows across India and Canada became a natural progression, a way to share the stories and emotion I poured into the canvas. I moved to Edmonton, Canada in 2014 with my family, my husband and my two young children. One was 4 and other was 13 that time. And again, a new chapter started in my life. It was a challenge to find my way as an artist in a new country with two young children. In 2015, we came here in November 2014, so somewhere in 2015, Alberta's economy, especially oil field, started going down. And my husband, he came here as an oil field professional. He decided to go back to Middle East again, and I was here growing up two young kids alone because my husband's job was 35 on and 35 off. It was a challenge for me to find my path as an artist, and I tried so many different things here in new country. I truly have gratitude for those experiences as well, because I learned a lot. Doesn't matter, I was working as a radio anchor, I was working as a supply chain professionalist, I was working as an educational assistant, or I was working as a teacher in my own studio. I learned a lot from everywhere. I'm still learning from my students. So I am thankful for that journey as well. I consider myself incredibly blessed. The unwavering encouragement of my parents laid the foundation of my creative exploration. My husband's steadfast support has given me the freedom and confidence to pursue this path wholeheartedly. And to my well-versed guru, late Dr. Bhavsar, R.C. Bhavsar, I owe a debt of gratitude for guiding my artistic growth and refining my vision. Receiving recognition as an artist is truly the icing on the cake, a wonderful affirmation of this fulfilling journey. For me, art has never just been a profession, it's been a lifeline. Through various stages of my life, my sketchbook or my canvas became my therapist, my quiet space to process and heal. The more I create, the more I realize that the true value of art isn't just in the finishing piece, but in the process. The journey of creation itself and the profound impact it has on the human spirit. Let's recognize art not as a luxury, but as a fundamental human need. Let's campaign its place in our schools, our communities, and our homes, especially for the next generation. As Pablo Picasso once said, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Let's ensure everybody has access to that cleansing power. I would like to thank one more time Council of India Societies and Youth Wing for inviting me here today. And thank you all for your time and attention. Thank you so much.